Line 'em up, still making boss moves, money on the table, tell 'em count it up. Line 'em up, write up a check, we gon' show 'em how to do it, then we run it up. Line 'em up, we ain't doing deals if the money too low.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the pronouns and all the well-versed people out there. Welcome to another episode of our podcast called Casual Minds. Before we delve into the next topic or today's topic, I would request you all to feel free to share your comments. If you share your comments, it helps us, probably improve also. So anyways, getting back to today's topic or starting today's topic. So today's topic is, can teachers change our lives for better or worse? Even for this topic, just share your comments. Just have maybe a one-liner.
Yeah. Also, you can add your stories. We'd love to hear your side of story too.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So without further ado, let's dive in. All right. So the topic is very clear, right? Mm-hmm. Teachers, do they make or break us? What's your opinion? What's your thoughts, Ruben? Starts with you.
Yep. So I think it does both, because I think it has happened to me where I've seen teachers who have actually helped me grow, and also in a positive way, that they have always been there by my side, where they have helped me and encouraged me during the times where I was not able to figure out that can be regarding studies, or that can be specific to my life or something of that sort, right?
But tell me one thing though.
Yeah.
How would you define teacher?
Yeah, that's a very...
Is there a definition at all?
Exactly.
So
that's a very interesting thing to ask,
right,
and to think about too, right?
Right.
Because when we say teacher, we only think about professional teachers, who are like school teachers, or your music teacher or something, right? But I think everybody is a teacher in their own way, right? Mm-hmm. We always get to learn things from a lot of people.
Right.
They're teaching you multiple things directly and indirectly. Like for example, let's say I am seeing somebody who doesn't have a direct interaction with me, right? Mm-hmm. I'm learning a lot of things from that person as well, right? But we don't have any sort of interaction.
Oh,
right?
Okay, yeah.
Right?
So even that can be a teacher.
That can be a teacher, right?
Totally.
Like my parents, my father, I always look up to him because the kind of things he has taught me in life are that has immense effect in my life right now. So yeah, I think this definition is very broad.
Yeah.
You cannot put it into a box and say, okay, this is the definition of teacher, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I think.
Is that, would you concur with him? Do you think, yeah?
Yes, I agree with him, but on that note, I would also like to add that when I was really young, like a baby, my mom, before sending me to school, said that your teacher is probably a second mother or a second father to you. Always look up to them, because even if we aren't that educated, they will be able to help you. So I have always grown up with that thought. But what's disheartening is when you look up to somebody and that particular somebody hurts you, that is very disappointing.
Yeah.
So,
but
yes,
do you have a definition as such?
Yes, to me, as I said, that I was taught that teachers are supposed to be motherly or fatherly.
Right.
But over the years, I have realized that, I think life is your best teacher. And
that's deep, man. But it's true. It's true. But it's deep.
Also, strangers could be the best advisors.
It can
times,
go that way, yeah.
A lot of people won't be able to advise you, but strangers and events in your life, I think, are the best teachers.
Yeah, that is an interesting thought as well. But tell me, has there been any incident, something that a teacher or a mentor or whoever you consider as a teacher said something to you and has been stuck with you forever?
Yes, something that I kind of still contemplate is once a teacher, when I was in fifth standard, okay, she told my mom in a parent-teacher meeting setup, because I wasn't good in maths, that your daughter is a beautiful face without brains.
That's a bit harsh.
Yeah,
Knowing you, you don't look like someone like that.
deserves that.
Yeah, totally.
That's too harsh,
That's not
right?
required. I mean, you are smart, you're intelligent. I don't know. I mean, but then that was unnecessary. Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
just because I wasn't good in math.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, then you have all the opposite coins, right? It's a coin on the same side.
Correct.
I mean, two different sides of the same coin, right? I mean, so yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it's not. But I would like to take that thread from you when you said that sometimes even we call them strangers can be better teachers than the person that you actually know. Well, probably it's so true. So has there been ever incident, all right, whether irrespective whether it be a stranger or whether it be a teacher, mentor, who has been the first person to look at you and look at your potential and been able to guide you or push you through or recommend
Yes,
or
absolutely.
changed your path, your life,
Absolutely.
in a positive way,
So I was doing my masters in Goa,
right?
and it was a co-ed PG that I was living in. I met this photographer.
Masters in Goa, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, what a lovely place to do masters in. Shit, did you at all study in Goa?
Yes, I did study.
Yeah, come back to you. Yeah.
So I met this photographer who used to live in the same PG.
Did you get
and-
high while studying in Goa? I mean, no, sorry again. Yeah. So carry on, right? Yeah. So you never got high in Goa?
No,
What the?
no
Yeah,
drugs
all right,
policy.
All right, so fair enough. But back to the conversation, yeah.
Yeah, so this
I was
person.
not a teacher in Goa. I would not be. All right. Yeah, back to your story. Yeah.
Photography, yeah.
So I met this photographer, and
Oh,
he saw me clicking some pictures by the
Right.
beach,
Right.
and we realized that we reside in the same PG because I've seen him down the mess while eating. So we spoke to each other, and he saw me clicking pictures. So he was like, "Show me what you've clicked." Shown him whatever
Right.
videos and pictures I've clicked. So he guided me about the setup and what better I could do, what is the subject and object that I can. He thought that I had the potential, but I had little bit of learning about it.
Right.
So he taught me a little bit.
Then
And-
there and there itself.
Yes, then and there.
Hey, he was flirting, man.
No, because
I mean, he was a
No,
man, right?
he actually offered me a partnership. So he used to go to clubs and restaurants in
Ah,
Goa,
right.
shacks, and do photo shoots there. He used to get paid.
Hmm.
So he kept me as an intern,
Oh, wow.
working
Yeah.
for him.
Very serious,
And and at that point of time, I was doing my masters. Along with that, I was doing a full-time job.
Job, right.
But I also chose to be an intern.
Hmm.
On Saturdays and Sundays, I used to assist him. And I think that actually changed my life.
Yeah.
Because I could explore so many places in Goa. I understood the hospitality industry,
Right.
how the new norms of social media marketing is important in hospitality industry. So these are certain things that I've learned because of a stranger.
Very strange, yeah.
Now that person is probably a very good friend of mine.
Right.
Not just a friend. As you said, he was trying to flirt. He wasn't trying to flirt because
Definitely.
I have tied him Rakhi, and he's a very good
Rakhi,
friend,
that's
a
the
brother.
final barrier. Rakhi and nothing. Even if he had it. Yeah. But then coming to you, what do you think? Do you have anything of that kind, like a positive someone,
Yeah,
whichever way
I
you
think
call
I
it.
think there are multiple instances.
Right.
I cannot just come to one maybe
Right.
because actually my
Which has changed your path.
okay. I don't think there's anything that has changed my path in a way that it was so significant that I had to change my entire path of my life something.
Right.
But I have gotten help here and there from people who have taught me multiple things. So one example would be so technically my father does business, right?
Right.
He's into manufacturing, right?
Right.
So one day we were in some sort of exhibition, right?
Right.
So there were other people, other competitors technically, right?
Fair
So a person from there out of nowhere came out to me and like, oh, you are so young, what are you doing with your dad in this manufacturing line right now? I was like, no, I'm just helping him and all, right? So he said, okay, you just don't look at this local market, try to go broader, try to think pan-India and all of those
Right.
things, right? And he told me, I'll give you a few contacts, man. Just go, reach out to these corporate people.
So again, a stranger.
Again a stranger, he came
Wow.
and he gave me a couple of numbers.
Which worked.
Which worked.
I mean, it was just
And,
not a number just for the heck of it, 9800.
And right now, okay, so not other thing was that I had to establish some sort of relation with them, right? Not just the number did not work just straight away, right? So yeah, I got the number. That was easy access for me, right?
Definitely.
So
Many do not even
today-
get that first foot in the door.
And today, I have great relationship with those people, and currently I'm doing business with those people. So yeah, like
Wow.
that way they have helped me. And there are multiple people like that. I think from very insignificant, who you think, right? Like a cab driver has also taught me a couple of things. Many, because I love talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Now let me know what did
I'll
a
tell you.
cab driver
I'll tell
teach
you.
you
I'll tell you.
in Kolkata?
No,
Yeah, cab driver in Kolkata
Oh my
has
God.
taught him a lot of things.
I think
would like
that's
to
not
know what
possible.
things he has learned.
I'll try to rephrase. Lot of cab drivers out of Kolkata.
Cab drivers in Kolkata only teach you how to lose patience.
That's a good. That's a good one. Yeah. What did a cab driver teach you? But no, I mean I get your point though. But at the end of the day. What finally does come out that rather than the people that sometimes, of course, as he said, bits and pieces, here and there advices that you get from the people that you know. But importantly, some of the advices or the contacts or the relationship that you suddenly develop out of nowhere with the strangers, and that can make a huge impact in your life.
Absolutely.
I mean that's amazing. I mean that's like wow. I mean that's like going to a different level as if it's like a destiny meant to be or something of that kind. But having said that, now that we have spoken about the positives of the good side of the teachers, right? But I'm sure you would have had some experiences with your mentors, teachers, or whoever it might be. Even it might be a stranger. That really hurt you, and that stayed till now.
Correct. So, see, I would like to have a segment here. So, technically, when I'm talking about those strangers, and so these are some sort of teachers you are not well versed of, right?
Yeah.
You come to know, you meet them, and you like, okay, this person has taught me this thing. After like a couple of days or something, you realize,
Right.
okay, oh, what a thing I've gotten to know from that person, right? But when I say teacher, right? Technically, when a kid has just moved into a school, right? And just imagine, let's say the entire day we have spent more than 8 hours or 9 hours in school, right? So technically, if you leave like 8-10 hours for sleep and eating and all those, we are spending
1/3 of your time is in
exactly
school.
1/3 is in school, right? So the teachers, the mentors around you at that point of time kind of help you build or break, right? That kind of thing happens there,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And I think during my period of school life, I'm talking about school for now because there can be another aspect of college as well, right? So it has happened in school that there were people where I felt that they have discouraged us a lot, right? And why I say that, because that let's say you're 10 years or 5 years or 6 years old, right? Or like you're growing up, you're in class 10 or 11, when you get most of the maturity, you get to know how the world works, you get new stuff like phones, games, and a lot of other stuff, right? But there is always a taboo in school that okay, if this guy is playing games or he's good in sports, then he must be bad at studies and all of those things, right? And people or a couple of teachers used to demean him in a way that you'll not do good in your life. What are you doing? You're just roaming around. Unnecessary, right? So I'll tell you a very small thing. So in class 11, right? So I was a kind of student. I never loved to study the entire year.
Who does?
Lot of people.
Lot of people do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
but now the thing is that I was kind of a person, I used to study beforehand, and that was good enough for me, right? But for the rest of those 10 months, it used to be a trauma for me for the teachers, right? And they kind of made me think in a way, have pushed me that but I'll not able to do anything. And the statements that they've made, because you are not good at academics or something, or maybe you're seen among girls or something of that sort, right? They will start to make up stories and all of those things. Okay, he's going around with girls, and so he's gone, man, or something of that sort, right? So they are
judgmental. Very
judgmental, and they have started to.
Ideally, they should be opposite of
Exactly. And they have started to tell in front of you that you'll not be able to do anything in your life. You'll not be able to achieve anything. Just look at this guy, and then they start to compare. Look at this ABC guy. They are sitting in the first bench. They have the score 96%. These are the people who should look after. You have received only 70%. You will not do anything in your life. What are you doing? Go and tell your father that to ask you to open a shop. Sit there, do nothing, and all of those things. Right? And
It looks
these
like they are all frustrated
Exactly.
beings, right?
And
I mean, but
yeah.
some level they're like desperate.
But again, there
Who talks
are
like
couple
that?
of teachers who will encourage you, but also stating the fact that there are people who will be like this as well. Who will
Totally, yeah.
And-
And it affects. It stays.
Yeah, it stays, and trust me, there are people who are really affected because of this.
I'm sure I would get affected if someone told me like that.
There-
Forget
there
about
will
teacher.
be
Any
few
stranger
people
tells
who will
me.
be able to cope this thing
Yeah,
that that's
It
exactly.
destroys the childhood.
Same. What about your experience? What do you think? Yeah.
See, I've mostly had bitter experiences. There are
Please do share. No, you
Yeah,
did not.
definitely.
The Goa experience was good.
No.
Hello, will you be my
that was not a
intern?
conventional teacher. That's
Yeah.
a stranger, right?
Yeah.
But if you're talking about the conventional teachers, whether it be dance
Yeah.
or class teachers, school teachers, except my sports teacher, he was amazing. He used to support me so much.
Right.
He used to also torture me, make me run around 4-5 kilometers early in the morning.
No,
I-
but then this segment is about
Yes.
hating teachers.
Yes.
Not hating teachers. Teachers who hurt
Okay,
us.
I would like to share a story.
Right.
You know how these kids are really mean in school?
Oh, yeah.
And
They bully the most.
By God's grace, if you have good genes and you look good,
Right.
girls hate you. There's this
Oh, is it?
separate hate base among girls.
Is
Like
that
they
right?
hate you
Mm.
because if you're getting male attention and the other girls aren't, so they hate you. And
Politics.
Yes, there's this politics, and these girls are really mean. Okay. And what they do is they team up with the teachers because they are good in studies.
Interest. Yeah, I
Yes.
think I get what you're saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they team up with the female teachers because they are good in studies. And just imagine there's a gang of mean female.
Feeding information to the teachers.
Yes, and then there is a boss, which is the teacher.
Right.
How to ruin somebody's life. So what they do is they
That can be another
they
topic of
invite you to a
podcast.
classroom of kids who are in the same pool
Right.
car with you, and they are 2-3 years junior, and they humiliate you saying that this is who you are, you belong to a rich family, so you have tantrums in school, you don't study, your parents don't teach you how to study, all you know is fashion, all you know is flaunting your clothes and this and that.
teachers
I mean,
are
what
mean.
kind of clothes? I'm wearing the school uniform. Their issue was because everybody is wearing Bata shoes in school. I also have to wear Bata shoes. I had some issues in my ankle, so I used to wear the conventional school shoes, but those were the sneakers. Those were also
But why is that important for them?
Exactly. See, every parent-teacher meeting that my mother has been, initially she used to be dominated by the teachers because I wasn't good in studies. But later on, she also realized that this is too much happening. And then she took a stand saying that, ma'am, see, your duty is to teach her.
Right.
We are there as parents to take care of all the moral values. You teach her. Yes, if you have to motivate her for something, because what's happening is she is getting disturbed. She's
Yeah.
getting depressed. I am a person who used to love going to school. My sports career ended because I didn't want to go to school. You imagine you're in 8th or 9th standard and
Someone actually
constantly
says something like that.
and the worst part about my school was there was a class teacher constant for 3-4 years, same class teacher. Class teacher is not changing until and unless the class teacher gets married or moves to a different school. Same class teacher on repeat mode. Just imagine the kind of torture that you go through.
Right. I mean, it's interesting, This sort of a behavior now, even in India, from teachers, is just next to impossible. Because if there be, then they will be reported.
No, but it's
and you're
still
talking about
happening.
15 years back. Really, even now it would.
Yes, I get to hear from my.
Because now I've been. Because
But I think it has reduced.
It has
Because I tell
reduced
you-
because there is a lot of surveillance
Yeah.
and parents. See,
Because I
our
can give an
parents know the
example.
generation. There was
I
a
have one
gap.
point that you said, right?
Yes.
Surveillance, right?
Yes.
I don't know if people remember here, when we were kid or our father, we all got to know, we used to spanking from our teachers, right? They just spank us, they beat us and all, right? So
Which is now is impossible.
I was beaten by a huge ruler in standard 2.
I've almost forgotten this thing. So I think this came to mind when she said, right? So there used to be when we were in class 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 5, 6, right? So what happened? No, we used to come late. Somebody used to come late, right? There's a teacher. He used to make everybody wait. He will take the attendance. Everything is done. Now the show will begin. What he'll do? He'll call everybody like kneel down. He'll take a scale, he'll ask everybody who has the scale, and he'll check the scales. Like which one is a
bigger one, better one, stronger one.
Yeah, and then what he'll do, he'll pull his shirt from the back and he'll because
this is now impossible.
Because a shirt, right? He'll not get hurt that much. So
but
bare scale, it will be like more, right? So then what happened? One incident happened that something of this happened in some school, and the
kid fainted or something happened. Died?
Yeah, so some incident happened, okay, and it was that bad. After that, huge surveillance happened and all, and then this beating and all stopped. And the teachers were like,
this cannot be.
And suppose that we were doing something wrong or we were late. Their statement was, if this thing would have happened like maybe a year back, I would have taught you a lesson in a very different way. Something of
but
that.
still, they are not repenting.
They are not repenting. They are regretting that. If you were there one back, I should teach. I would have taught you a little lesson or something.
This, I think, is really extreme cases because I'll tell you why. And I'm talking about my time in school, which is like, I don't know, ages back. I'm like ancient time. But then there was this incident in our school as well, in Kolkata itself. It seems that one of this teacher was frustrated. He was always angry at other students, right? And he would come and start smashing. One guy actually, and he did the same thing to our class as well, one of the students. So at that point of time, we went to the principal, we went to our English teacher, right? She was a lady. We went to her and then we complained. The next day, the teacher was actually rusticated. He was actually asked to leave the school. So, I mean, I'm talking about our time. But now, even 15 years back, if you're saying this is happening, and even if today this is happening,
you know what's funny?
You should have reduced
a bit, yeah. I mean, this is how it's like beyond cruelty, right? I mean, it's like as if you have some mental issue and you're like taking it out on kids.
Exactly.
Right. That's like your frustration. You know, I mean,
you know what's funny? We had a student psychologist walking in and around.
Right.
She used to come up. She used to go. But she was
in a school.
I had like 3 changes of school. Both the schools in Kolkata. Both the schools in Kolkata, the same student counselor or psychologist. And she's very famous.
Oh.
She's very famous in Kolkata. She also has an Instagram page. I don't know why people follow her.
What do you mean, why people follow her?
Yeah.
No names taken. No names taken.
But she has very few followers. I have double the followers than she has.
Okay.
I have to be generous.
Right.
But my teachers taught me not to be generous. What to do? Okay, coming back to what I was saying.
Right.
This psychologist, she once walked into the
she
class.
didn't say this psycho.
She once walked into the class to teach us something, some manners or some etiquettes, and she was giving us some sort of education on, I think, menstruation. And you know what she did? She asked all the guys to move out.
Oh, right.
You are giving
right on sex education. They ask all the guys.
Yes. And
I mean, you can understand. I can sympathize with the teacher on that part.
And then,
because I have a story to tell on that.
There were girls who were like looking at the guys moving out.
Right.
So then she pointed out, do you want to join them? Are you having the urge to join them? You can move out of the class as well.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
you are a psychologist. How can you behave like that?
Right.
And she's still earning with that fake psychology degree, I guess. Psychologists don't behave like this.
I guess not. I hope not.
specifically with kids.
Yeah, true, and that too, yeah.
And she used to
But,
come point out names of couples in the class.
What?
You know how Gen Zs, they used to be couples in
Right,
school.
right.
So she used to point out names of the couples. She used to make them stand and tell them that get your parents. I think all of you need some sessions.
Yeah.
If they need sessions, you privately invite them. Why do you have to point them out in front of 40 students?
I mean, at the end, yeah, I mean, that is true though, very true. But no, I have another anecdote on that, right? So with respect to sex education, what happened was, and ours was a boys' school, all and out boys' school. And for some reason, I don't know whether you guys know or not, but it's like 20 years back, probably ages back. At that point in time, it became a norm that sex education was to be introduced in the schools, right? For the young, class 11, 12
Your
students.
time as well?
11, 12. We were in, I think I was in class 11 or 12. I don't know. So to be taught, right? And the person who came to teach us was, of course, a lady, female, right? A female person. And she came and she started in bunch up in a place where it's full of entire class 12 full of male boys. I'm not talking man, boys. 12-year-old, 17-year-old boys, right? And she's talking about sex education. Oh my God, that was hilarious. She could not continue. She was like dumb because the questions, right?
I told you, right?
Like,
kids are mean.
Yeah, she was like, okay, fair enough. And then at that point of time, it was finally we had to like end it quickly and then we left. I mean, so hence with respect to that, your psychologist, I can still, how do you call it, feel her, what she was.
Any school who's having her as a child psychologist or a counselor, please stop having her.
Where are you looking at? There.
Please stop having her in.
Right. But no.
She's ruining the students' life.
Damn,
I wish I could name her for that.
Better not to, but no. Okay, we are almost, I think, coming to the end of this podcast. But I have this question to ask you guys. So, has there been, since of course we have gone through that trauma of this, horrible teachers and good teachers and whatnot, right? So, has there been any one particular thing that you had to let go in yourself for yourself to grow? Which you realized, okay, this has been told to me by whoever has told me. Whether you believe it or not, but you felt that I have to let it go, let this thing go. For example, if someone says that, you're a shy person, you cannot do anything in life, you're not a good conversationalist, then that person thinks, okay, I have to shed this for me to grow. And has there been anything of that kind for you too?
See, I am not this person who's constantly forgiving people. I am generous, but I also believe that there should be certain things, certain boundaries that you need to maintain. And now when I look back at whatever trauma that I had to go through because of these teachers, I just tell myself that I'm earning more than them.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's good. All right, now I think we are coming
with the dumb brain.
I mean, I thought that was an unnecessary comment to make. I don't know what dumb and what not, but nevertheless, I don't know how long we have now, but that makes us come to the last part of our topic, which is called redemption. So has it been like, if you have been hurt now, which I think pretty much you covered, because even though you are generous, you're not that forgiving, but has it been ever that, you have realized that, all right, this person has done me good or this person has done me wrong, so at least let him know that, what you did to me was not right, or what you did to me changed my life for good or for bad. Have you guys anything done?
I think when I was so the most worst place I had in my life from a teacher was when I was in class 11 and 12.
Right.
So I was kind of bullied by the teachers, and they kind of kept on saying like, you will not be able to do anything.
Would you use that word, bully?
Yeah. Absolutely, I'll use that word, bully.
Right.
And also I want to state a person, I want to name him as well. There's a teacher called Dev Kumar sir.
Right.
He helped me and my friend Anubhav, everybody must know.
Right.
So they've helped me a lot. Like, he was the guiding light for us.
Wow.
Was helped us go through class 11 and 12. Wow. He stayed up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. with us.
Really?
At our place, and helped us go through our maths, science, physics and everything.
Wow.
And I think whatever I have achieved today, some part of it goes to him as well. So just wanted to say that out.
Shout out to him.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Dev Kumar sir.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for
Yeah.
making
So
someone as beautiful as
back
you
to the
are.
point again.
Making someone- But yeah.
So yeah, back to the point. So I think
Okay.
when I was in 11th, 12th grade, I had a very bad phase of my school.
Yeah.
And trust me, at that period when I had a feeling that I want to show these teachers and show these people what I can do.
Right, right.
So this thing came within like a great urge to show them the thing of redemption, right?
Right.
And trust me, when the 12 results came out, I and my friends were like, okay, let's go in front of the school and we'll stand. Just imagine the guy who bullied me the most, the teacher who bullied me the most. I saw him coming, he looked at me and just ran away almost. Okay, and this was a scenario. There were like 10-15 people who he never liked, and I was among one of those, right? We're all standing, they have all scored great marks, and he literally ran away.
He's just scared, oh my god.
But there were other teachers who also kind of maybe bullied me or did not like me in a way. They came up and hugged me and said, "You have made me proud."
Wow.
So, and that feeling is really different.
Yeah, totally,
right?
totally.
And also, when I was in college, right, I wanted to show that class teacher, see what I'll achieve in some years and all, right? But gradually, when I started to grow and learn a lot from my environment and surroundings, right, I think I'm way past that. Right?
Yeah, matured now.
Matured,
Probably,
and
yeah.
it's okay.
It happened.
It happened. Nothing.
What about you?
See, now that I know I'm doing better than them rather than going to the same class and teaching the same chapter, I have forgiven everybody. Yeah, I do keep thinking that these people could have done better, but you know, they also have a scope of learning, maybe in next life.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Also,
Absolute next life. Yeah.
Also, I had a teacher call me
Right.
post boards
Right.
just to say that that person is really sorry and proud of me that I've scored more than 90 in English.
Wow.
But I always knew I would.
Amazing.
It was a he problem that he did not give me marks.
Right, absolutely. What can you do, man? Teachers. Right, but okay, well, final question. I swear after this we are going to wrap it up. But final question. Do you guys think now, do you have a potential to be a teacher? As in, do you think that you can give now something, you can actually tell something, or how should I put it? Do you have the potential to be a teacher? Can you advise people now?
I am a teacher.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel that, right?
I've helped my friends get
Right.
into investment stuff and all. I've convinced them in a way that they should also.
And whatever
Yeah.
the experiences that you had,
Yeah.
your personal experiences with the kind of teachers that you had. Now, does that play in your mind when you know that when you are trying to help someone else, to keep
What
that
are
in
the
mind?
things that I
yeah,
shouldn't be doing?
Shouldn't be doing, how to say things.
For example,
and, you know,
let's say a friend of mine is saying, "Oh, I don't want to invest my money into
Right.
stock market or something,"
Right.
right? I don't have any idea. I'll
Right.
not be like, "Oh, you're a dumb man.
Yeah, you don't
do
say,
it."
"Ah."
I try to help him understand why you should do it.
Yeah. In a
What
positive
are-
manner.
In a positive way. And even if he doesn't understand, I'll give him his headspace
Right.
so that he gets to understand through his surrounding also, right?
Makes sense.
Just bullying him will not help him achieve anything or understand the fact, right? So yeah, I think we all are
But you
teachers.
never tried teaching me all this.
I know him for like 3 months.
So he's gonna now.
You know me for more than that.
Yeah, true.
So he's gonna now. So yeah, definitely.
I'll teach you.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about you?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I know. I had a lot of like I used to take tuitions,
Right.
and I was everybody's favorite. So
Wow.
whatever I used to earn, I used to spend on them, buying
Ah.
ice cream.
So you used to
chocolates.
teach students as well?
Yes,
Wow, not
like
bad.
kids.
Yeah,
little
that's all right.
kids.
At the end of the day, it's still a teacher teaching
Yeah,
a kid,
when
right?
I was in college.
And every student used to love teachers who used to feed them.
Oh.
Yeah,
And that's what you did.
Yeah, I used to
So
take
you know
them
the
to movies.
trick.
But
So you know
they
the
also
trick.
respected me. They
Right,
used
of
to do
course.
their
That's true,
homeworks
yeah.
on time. Because, see,
Were
it's
you
not
like a
a-
harsh teacher?
No, not at all.
If you don't do it, what is the
I
case?
was very
Huh?
generous and caring. But when I used to scold them, yes.
Right.
But there was also
You
a lot
scold?
of... Yes.
And how old were they?
I think...
She scarred some of their lives, I'm
No,
sure.
I haven't. I'm telling you, I'm very
I'm
generous
just
when
kidding.
it comes to kids.
Right.
Very generous.
I'm gentle with them. I used to take them out for movies. And besides teaching, I used to teach them how to dance, paint,
Oh,
like
right. Oh.
something more than the
Right.
subject requires.
All right. Seems like our panelists here have become good teachers. All right, so wrapping it up, I'm sure as you have heard it all that there are good points, there are bad points. Good teachers, bad teachers, but definitely some of the hurts that what do you call it? Some of the negative points of the teacher. When it lasts for a very longer period of time. It actually scars you. But I think what has come out, I've realized one thing though from this discussion is that even those experiences, whatever the experiences has been, right, that experiences eventually makes us be a better teacher if at all we decide to help someone else.
Right.
So in a way it's all good. All right, guys.
You know what not to do being a teacher.
Exactly. I think that is an excellent, learning curve. At this age, if you all do learn, it's an amazing learning curve. That's a plus point I will take out from that. So yeah, I think we should wrap it up. We had a long discussion. I don't know what time it is now. More than half an hour probably. So yeah, we'll wrap it up. And you guys, of course, definitely have to give your comments, share your stories, whatnot. And till we meet next time with another topic. Ciao. See ya. Good night.